Said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this game. Welcome to the home Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Damn, they put me on offense first.
Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Handoff to the single running back. Got the first down and still on his feet.
Oh, you gotta pick up that block, bro.
The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The run to the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Fires left. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Fires into the end zone. And that one's
How is that not a touchdown?
Throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down in bounds.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan.
And let's hold on just
Oh, yeah,
a
I
minute
finna
here.
say, well, that's touchdown, bro.
Second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They think there's room to run to the right here. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Hand off from the shotgun. They'll get him at
Man, those some good-ass blocks.
He got 10 on that one.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Young. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. To the air, it's Carr. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just we're on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Hilton. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
That's caught, it's Bell. There we go.
Get up out of there, Bill.
Touchdown, Buckeyes. Ball that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Steps away. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Finds his man, it's Young. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we're going to go have some fun.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass.
Shit supposed to be a pick, man.
Third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now he's looking into the middle. Makes the
Whoa, bro.
First down. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Gonna run it. It's Young. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Trying play action. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, and there's been nothing going for him like we just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Back to throw, it's Carr. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it.
That shit, man.
Intercepted to stop the threat. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
How about the Zimdis Jr. put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
With the catch, it's Bell.
Don't come to my ball, Bill.
But the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He wants to change this route. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ohio State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Through the air, it's Carr. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Fires it incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Flanagan.
Bro.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Wall. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling.
Give me that.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. The 30.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, this thing's turning into a route. It's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time it's
right there, dude.
This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's in goal. And
Damn, I couldn't get
hit
that.
at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
He makes a catch.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that throw.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a...
Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's in goal. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Dropping back, it's Carr.
Yeah! Oh my God!
Man, this is an unbelievable start.
Supposed to be a pigs.
That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's in goal. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
It's our zone.
On fourth down, they'll try
Give me that.
to throw it.
Come on, what they call?
Pass is incomplete on fourth
Hold on,
down.
talking about, man.
Hold on
Decline.
just a second. We've got to see what the flag's
Hey,
about.
bro, we on them.
He might want another play. He'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle.
Long
It's
fucking
Bell.
button, bro.
And
Running
good
back
coverage
wide
by the
open,
defense,
man.
just a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the back. Makes it past the marker. timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
They'll give it to the back. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Might have led him a little too far to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the...
Oh, he's got some space.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of...
It's a running room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Wall. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's in goal. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Here's a heat. Working on the right. There he goes. And he strides his way into the end zone.
It moves so damn slow.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
They play that ball one-on-one. At David Megatron, man.
That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the offense onto the field again. Back to throw, it's Carr. Grabbed over the middle, it's Flanagan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Off play action.
Oh, that's big.
The quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up for the completion.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd.
Give me that.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
There he goes.
Pretty
And he
bad,
picks
man.
up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Smashes through the tackle.
Blocks.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Making side adjustments here. He uncorks one deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down, because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Carr. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up. Complete out of the backfield.
That took a horrible angle.
And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the 1st. Unleashes one deep. And it was worth the gamble with the long pass.
Come on, dog.
This defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Find space.
Bro, come on, dog.
Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Notre Dame, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gonna let it fly.
Oh, man, don't play this man one-on-one, bro. Baby Megatron.
And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Dropping back, it's Carr. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. On the ground, it's Young.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Rides the back on the option, the give. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Finds his tight end. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
They go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser.
Who the fuck supposed to be on the tight end, bro?
From the 10.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
They'll run it on first and goal. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Big guy smells it. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
He'll bring it out. It's Hilton. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Quarterback may change this route. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense is set him up.
Let him go.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time.
Gotta get that 70 ball, man.
In this game. Still got some work to do.
We need that 70 ball.
Is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Using the quick game. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This win, guys, if they can finish it off behind this passing attack today, figures to vault them several notches up in the rankings and serve notice of what they're capable of.
It's funny, we're watching this one now, and some people may be surprised because of the numbers.
Y'all niggas hold a block, bro.
By the end of the year, though, this may have been an obvious decision because of how well this team throws the football, David. They are electric through the air.
And listen, it's still early in the season, but you're proving your passing attack, and you're proving you've got an offense to be dealt with. And you're also putting this one on the schedule for the...
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
We need that 70 ball, fellas.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly.
We need that 70 ball.
At the 22, a good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. I mean, just have a day already. He's right on the cusp of 500 yards through the air.
And I know he did an outstanding job all week long in practice, watching film and taking every rep.
No, he got hit. Nigga wide open, bro.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win.
Give me that.
But it doesn't matter.
My shit back, man. Let's go get this 70 ball, man. Let's go get this 70 ball.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game?
Fires deep toward the end zone.
Bitch.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he return out of bounds, and that's